What's up, people? It's your boy Jax back for another one, man. This motherfucker, Pastor Mark Burns, man. I gotta get on him for a minute because he was on CNN the other day with Victor Blackwell, and he got fucking embarrassed. Now, let me tell you, Pastor Mark Burns, he is the example of what's wrong with church in the modern age. Now I'm pretty sure the same shit used to go on back in the day with churches and preachers, like basically pimping the whole church out, the whole church thing, just pimping it out. Like, I don't even take him seriously as a preacher. Honestly, I don't even think he's a legal preacher. Like, don't you have to have a license for that shit or something? Like, this guy got caught in so many fucking lies. It's ridiculous, man. Like, this dude is the prime fucking example of why I can't trust these churches. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get into it right now, man. For one, let's just talk about him as a person, man. This motherfucker seems to spin every fucking issue. He spins it like it's fucking the black people's fault. Like, he's always, oh, I'm getting called more names by black people than anybody else. Oh, I'm receiving so much hate, and it's mostly from blacks. Dude, like, come on, man. You have a black church with quotation marks. You have a black church. Your network is black. I'm sure you have more black people on your fucking Twitter than white people. Like, why are you trying to make it seem like black people are just collectively going after you the most simply because they're black? Like, that's stupid, man. That's some stupid ass shit. I hate this guy because he's a manipulator. He's a mass manipulator, man. Like, it's these new dudes that get on the fucking news, get on TV, and they manipulate shit. He's a mass manipulator. Okay, then he just keeps repeating the same old tired ass fucking lines about how the Democrats pander to black people and then come back every 4 years. Like, okay, I'll give you that, man. Of course, like, Democrats pander to fucking black people for the vote. Of course, like, that's their MO. Like, we know this by now. We know this shit by now. So, like, that doesn't even need to be mentioned. You know what I mean? At least they do pander to the fucking black people. Like, at least they do act like they care, which we know they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But at least they act like it. Would you rather fuck with somebody who at least act like they like you, or would you rather fuck with somebody who just straight up don't like you and act like they don't like you? You know what I mean? So that's 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 another thing I can't stand about this guy. Like, you could be Republican, that's cool, whatever, man. It's all bullshit. But, don't sit up here and tell me lies, man, and expect me to believe you. You know what I mean? Like, he don't ever answer a fucking question straight up. He's always deflecting from the answer, man. That's another thing I don't like about him. You ask him a fucking straight up question, he's deflecting the shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's a real example of a fucking a preacher pimp. Like, that's the only way I can put it right now. You know what I mean? Then another thing that gets on my nerves is he's steady talking about, oh, there's no such thing as a black community. There's no such thing as a black community, and his basis for that is, oh, we don't all get together and come up with ideas, and like, it's not one fucking leader, so there's no black community. Like, that don't make any sense, because a community is just a collective, group of people, like, in a certain area. That's all it is, man. Or in a certain you talking about a group of people as in, like, I'm explaining a subject or something. Like, that's all it is. It's a community. It can be online, it can be physical. It's different ways that a community can be just that, a community. You know what I mean? And it doesn't, just because there's no leader, like there's no dictator or whatever, like type of traditional sense of the word leader that you're talking about, that doesn't mean that there's no community. So but let's go ahead and get to these lies though, man. The lies. The guy lied about getting a bachelor degree of science, a bachelor's of science degree. Like, that was the first lie. Then the nigga lied about serving in the military. He served in the National Guard for a little bit, which is cool. Like, why you gotta lie about that? Ain't nothing wrong with serving in the National Guard. You know what I mean? And another thing he lied about is he was never in Kappa Alpha Psi, like he said he was. Old fat ass nigga, man. You know, he just a big fat liar, man. Like, they outed him right on CNN today. I was watching this shit, so it's just crazy. It's like all these people around Trump are just shady as fuck. First you had his campaign manager that grabbed the girl. He was shady. You know what I mean? You could look at him. I could look at him and tell he's full of shit. Then who was the other one? You had the other the other guy. He was getting money from Russia and shit. Some kind of shit. We got $12 million or some shit like that. Just shady fucking characters, man. So yeah, man, come on, Trump is a piece of shit. He hangs with pieces of shit. Then Mr. Mark Burns, he lies and says, first he says that his website got hacked. Then he says that first he said the website got hacked. Then he said somebody added something, or then he said that's old information. He just had so many fucking lies. He was caught up. He had to literally get up from the set in his own church and walk away. The guy walked away, man. Walked the fucking way. Like, you're in your fucking church giving an interview to CNN, trying to get your point across, and they start asking you questions that you don't like, that got you sweating. So you get up from the set and you walk away from the fucking set, and then you get in your fucking van and drive off. Like, that is you are a snakety snake motherfucker, man. You need to get your life together, Mr. Mark Burns. Get your fucking life together, man. Like, your shit is fucking shady as fuck, man. Shady as fuck. And then they asked the website, or the host, the owners of the website, the people who, fucking own it or whatever. They asked him, like, yo, is there any evidence of this page being hacked? They said no evidence. No evidence. So you made this shit up, man. I mean, and then, he expects everybody to, forgive him faster than God would forgive him. And when I say that, I mean this, like, he doesn't even give people the chance. He's already talking about, God has forgiven me for my mistakes, so, you should too. Like, dude, give people a chance to really let this shit process. Like, we don't process it as fast as God does, you know what I mean? So, let us process this and see how we feel about you after this shit, you know what I mean? Like, don't just expect us to fucking forgive you at the speed of light. Like, come on, man. But yeah, dude, like, this is the third guy, that Trump has been around, that's been involved in a fucking scandal. And I'm done, man. I've been done with his whole fucking campaign. Like, I don't have nothing else to say, man. I do want to give a shout out to Victor Blackwell for, outing this guy and putting this guy on blast, because he needed that, man. He needed that. He made his seat hot. He put him in the hot seat, literally. He made his seat so fucking hot that dude got up, got in his car and drove away and left these guys in his fucking facility. Can you believe that shit? Yo, man, it don't get no better than that, man. So, honestly, we need Trump to do the same thing. We need Trump to get up and walk the fuck out the Trump Towers while he's giving a fucking interview and and fly his plane the fuck away. So, you know what I mean? He can get outed just the same way because he's fucking high and shit. But see, he's too good. This little fat, chubby motherfucker, he can't take the pressure, you know what I mean? Honestly, me personally, I think he's gay. If you ask me, he look like he got a little sugar in his tank, or some fucking brown sugar, some powdered sugar, some type of sweetness in his tank is what he looks like. Cause the nigga just, I don't know, man. I didn't know where the fuck he came from neither. Then he's a fucking internet preacher. He preaches on the internet, basically. He got a congregation of like 6, and he calls them his congregation. 6 motherfuckers in a fucking room. Like, his church is a small house. It's probably like a 3-bedroom house. Come on, man. Let's get it together, man. Like, we need to really start looking at these people for what they are, man. You know what I mean? And let's start examining this shit, because this shit ain't making no fucking sense whatsoever, man. But yeah, Mr. Mark Burns, you need to get your fucking life together, man. Straight up. It's your boy Jax, checking in again with y'all, man. Just giving y'all an update on the situation. Hey, man, I ain't got shit else to say, man. Get your life together, man. Holla at me. Hit me up, man. Peace.